Howdy and welcome. I'm Candy Michael from Powell, Ohio, and I want to welcome you today. I am going to be showcasing this Stampin' Up stamp set called the Barn Door and the dies that go with it, the sliding door dies. So welcome, and let's shut the front door. Let me go ahead and show you a couple of the projects. One is a card. Hey Kelly, hey Amy. One is a card and the other one is a box that I'm going to teach you how to make. Excuse me. I also have to point out my cowboy boots. I brought them. I actually wore them here and I couldn't show you my feet, so I wanted to show you them up on the counter. So howdy, welcome, and let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and flip my phone so you'll be pointing down at all my projects. So hang on as we do the flip. Sorry about that. Make you all dizzy. Okay. Get it all set up here. Thanks for hanging in there while I do my little flip here. All right. That looks pretty good. So you notice I have my website here, candystampers.com, and I do have a host code for this week. So if you want to place an order, you can go to my website and it'll take you to my Stampin' Up site where you can place your Stampin' Up order using that host code. Thank you. Okay, so here is my card. Love this card. Now I'm not going to remember the name of the color. Of course, the blue. But I am using the Barn Door stamp set, and it is filled with some really cute little sayings that go along with it. I am looking up the name of the color of the cardstock because I didn't write it down. Seaside Spray. It's one of our in colors. And for some reason, I have a hard time remembering that one. But this blue is our Seaside Spray. But the Barn Door stamp set, again, has a couple of really cute little sayings. And I'll show you a couple of them on the box I'm going to teach you. And these are our dies. So filled with a lot of greatness. I did purchase 2 of these dies because when I did a class a while back, I needed to cut these out quicker, so I ended up buying 2 sets. So I may have to give a set away. So you guys might want to leave me some nice comments. It will be a used set, but hey, why not? Also, these are retiring, and if it's something that you'd like, you do want to get them before they're gone, either sold out or by June the 2nd, when the last day to order from this current catalog is. All right, let me get started. So this card, excuse me, I used the 11 by 4 1/4 cut, and I like it because it swings up to the top. And I just thought that was a nice little fold for this card. I made one for Christmas last year, and it was in reds and greens. And I did the same fold, and I just liked having the top fold on it. So let me show you a couple of tips of what I did with this card. One of them is I did use the, I used an embossing folder on the back, and I will tell you what that one's called. Oh, Candy, Candy, Candy. That's Pine Wood Planks. It's a 3D embossing folder, and it actually is a really cool look. You can use it either side, but I liked this side. I think this is supposed to be the right side up. So you're going to go ahead, and first what we want to do is get our stamping out of the way, and then I'm going to show you how I pieced it all together. So I have my little scrap piece. I am using our Memento black ink. It's a great color, and I use this black all the time. So with the Barn Door, I'm using our large E size block. It is quite a bit larger than the D size. So any of you that have a D size block and you're looking at it, definitely need the E size for this one. Kind of like an E-ticket ride when you're at Disneyland. I grew up in Southern California, so I spent a lot of time at Disneyland. And back in the day, it was the e-tickets that were the best. So just go ahead, you're gonna stamp it down. Make sure with this large block that you give it a lot of pressure in the center. And then you'll get a nice, you'll get all of your detail on there. So I did go ahead and cut this out already. And by the magic of Facebook, it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my little handle, again using the black ink, the Memento black ink. And it's kind of fun. Dina, you're funny. Teach you the 411. All right, so this is the little handle. We also have a die that has a handle, but on the card, I did actually just stamp it. And I realized yesterday when I was stamping that I actually put my label on upside down. So I'm going to see if I can have it go in the direction that I want it to go. Well, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. You guys get the idea. So let me go ahead and set that aside. So now I have my barn door, and I'm going to go ahead and just put my dimensionals on it right now while I'm thinking about it. And I do want to put them on the corners. I love using our large dimensionals. The smaller ones work well too, but I just want to cover all that area. So let me go ahead and pull these off so you guys don't have to watch me do that. All right. It was cold enough today but not too badly, that I did get to wear my jean jacket. So I'm feeling kind of country today. All right. So what I want to do next is take our white piece, or Whisper White, and that is going to get glued on to our basic black cardstock. So I'm going to glue that down right about here. I am using the Stampin' Up snail, which is going to go away here, and we'll replace it with some other really good stuff. All right, we'll get that right in the middle. Press that down. Hey, Debbie Blake. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so we have this. I'm going to glue it to the blue when I'm done at the very end. So I'm just going to go ahead and work with this piece for now. So what I want to do is, oh, you know what I forgot to tell you guys? I am going to slide these two pieces behind here. So I want to make sure, I have plenty of room, that I didn't put my dimensionals down too far, because I'm going to slide that little piece down there. But let me go ahead and pop this on. I'm going to do this first. So I will make sure that I have it about where I want it. That looks pretty good, don't you think? Okay. What I did for this card was to put the railing on. I put the railing on after I added the little slides here. So let me go ahead and do that. I did pre-cut all of these little pieces out so you guys wouldn't have to snore through that part. And then I used a pair of tweezers because these guys are pretty small. Whoops. Helps if I can see it. All right. With this glue, you only need a little dot, really just a small amount to put down. I did put the door backwards, didn't I? Okay, well, this is going to be a different look. I was just checking to see if anybody else noticed that, because I just did. So yes, I did that on purpose to see who else is watching and catching that. I miss you too, Glenda. Thanks for checking in. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on here. Whoa, it's too sticky. I can get that off afterwards. So let me go ahead and just, there we go. All right, so the next thing I did was I took the little bar that it's gonna run on your railing here and cut those out. And I actually measured how much I cut. So I'm going to first cut like 1.5 inches off of it and set that aside. And the reason I did that was because I'm gonna then take the little scrap piece that I have left, and I have my little markers on here, and cut that in half at 3/4 inch. And what I did was tried to make this just a little bit different. A little different look. And I really only need a little bit of glue to glue that on. Man, am I shaky today. think I drank too much coffee. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, can you guys see that? I'm going to simply just slide this behind. I found it to be the easiest way for me to match it up. So that was my little tip when I was working with these cards. So there you go. That made it just a little bit easier to get that railing on there. So with these two pieces, I thought it needed a little more color down here. So I just popped those on there. Just slide them in. Oops, now I'm going to have that piece showing. Oh well, it's all right. I have my marker showing is what I mean. But that's all right. It's art. Anything goes. All right, let me go ahead and slide this railing in for the bottom. And there we go. It just added a little pop of color there, I thought. So it made doing that a little simpler. Now, before I do the stamping of the banner, I'm going to show you. I could have just flipped it around, but I didn't think of that, Jen. Thanks. Okay, this is our sprig punch, and I did use this to add the little greenery on the front. And I I punched it out with our old olive. I used 3 of them. Oh, I don't think I needed that many. I meant I used 3 pieces, but why not? I'm just punch happy today. So I need 3 of these little guys, and I do want them a little bit shorter. I used our glue dots that are right in front of me here, and just kind of built it onto my card. I love glue dots. And I found when I did the one the other day, I had it down just a little low, but that's all right. How low can you go? So I just am moving it up a little bit, and I can cover up that handle a little bit. And then one of them was a slightly bit longer. Longer. There we go. See? Just a little bit of greenery on there. All right. Next, I'm going to make my bow. And yes, I'm going to do that here. So I used our linen thread, and I cut 4 pieces at 6 inches each. And I did that because I liked it to be a little fuller here. So I have my pieces and just simply tied a bow. I found when I'm using this many strings that if you kind of twist it and then bring it around, it's really easy to grab all of them at the same time. So that's another little tip for you. And then you can fluff it a little bit. And there you go. So now I'm going to add another glue dot on the back and make that rather poofy up here. See how cute? All right, next is the banner. So I was trying to make this I wanted to make this a congratulations new home card because my son, his girlfriend is getting a house. Yay! So excited for her, buying a house. And so I wanted to make her a card. Sarah, if you're watching, be surprised, okay? So I wanted to make a congratulations on your new home. And I was looking through the catalog or something to do with the new home and realized that the Delightful Day stamp set actually has the congratulations on your new home. So I put that onto a block. I was going to look up and see where that is. That's in our annual catalog, excuse me, and it's on page 34. It's actually a bundle. It comes with another punch. It's a tag punch. But I'm just going to use the stamps. So I went ahead, it's a photopolymer stamp set, and I was able to put both of the stamps on the same block. So I didn't have to worry about trying to line it up. Again, I'm going to use my black ink, the Memento ink. Give it a nice tap. And then we'll go ahead, stamp that a little bit of pressure. Did I get a mark on there? It's not a mark, yay. And there is my little tag. Let me see if you guys can see that. Yes. All right. So lately when I've been doing this, I seem to love the little banner look. So I'm going to do it again. This time up the center, do the side, and come in from the side, and then you have your nice clean banner. With this, I'm going to just pop it up with 2 dimensionals and give it that little bit of height or dimension, hence our dimensionals. Okay, so I'm gonna just put that right in the middle. Isn't that sweet? So now I'm going to go ahead and glue that on the front. And then we will put the inside of the card as well. So I am, again, using the Seaside Spray. Of course, my little bone folder is right in front of me. And I'm going to just glue this down. A little snail, oops, missed the corner there. And a little bit on the middle. So that can be married in the middle and it'll really stick on there. All right, looking good so far. Last, I want to pop in my white, Whisper White piece that will work as my place where I can do my little handwriting to Sarah. Say congratulations, and Jonathan, to say congratulations on a new home. And soon I'll be an empty nester. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna miss you guys, but I'm really happy for you. And I'm happy for me and Joe. All right, so there is my card. I love this card. And for all of you that know me, hi Lisa and Dayla, oh my goodness. All of you that know me, blue is my absolute favorite color. So anything blue, I love. All right, so that's my first project. Yay! My second project is using the barn door again. And I will, well, let me show you the whole thing as it's put together. So I made this box. It's kind of a cute box. And then, of course, added some popcorn and a little tag. But it says, may your troubles be less and your blessings be more. And then this slides. And nothing but happiness come through your door. So I thought that's very sweet. That's the stamps that come with the stamp set. And the I'm so happy to know you is on the tag, and then the little hello here is hanging on the door. All right, so once again, I am going to walk you through how I made this box. So I have the dimensions. We just uploaded the photos today, so I will have this on my blog at candystampers.com with all the measurements. So after this live, I will go in and put in all the measurements for you. So let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to take the popcorn out just so it makes it a little easier to work with. So let me teach you this box. This was kind of a fun little project for me to do. Let me take this jacket off, guys. It's getting a little warm in here. Okay, so I'm super excited about this box. So what I did was I took 2 pieces of our crumb cake cardstock, oops, and I cut it from an 11 and 5.5 on both of them. I then scored it at 3 inches and 8 inches, and then I turned it and scored it at 1.5 inches. Okay, so you're gonna do that twice. Then this is what it looks like. So I wanted to have it darkened for you, otherwise you won't be able to see all those little score marks on here. All right, what you're going to do next, what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to just cut up the score line right to that 1.5 mark. I'm going to do that twice. Take a double take. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, please, and tag your friends if you think they might like this video. Also, I will be uploading it to YouTube, so if they're not on Facebook, it will be uploaded to YouTube and then put back into the blog post with this that'll be going on there later on, just so you know. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and just fold everything. You just need to kind of get it started. Get the creasing working. Sorry, I have kind of a big mess here. All right, it's a little space to work with, but I'm doing it. We're gonna get this right. Every day I learn something new. So thanks for hanging in there and teaching me and letting me show you some fun projects. All right, so I really had some fun putting this together and struggling with putting on tear tape and all of that, and I found a super easy way to do it. So I am going to just glue these two together by just putting the glue here and lining it up. It was so much easier than working with the tear and tape at this point because you can slide this right into the position of where you want it. So just be careful not to use too much glue, not to get too close to the edges because you don't want it to go and then squirt out everywhere. I like this glue too because it's super strong and it'll hold this together. So now I just want to make that even. Get that put on there, and then if I need to slide it anywhere, I can. What do you think? Doing okay, huh? All right, so this actually, like I said, made it so much easier to glue it this way and then bring this around. I'm going to worry about the bottom later because it's not something I have to worry about right now. Hi, Penny. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing, glue this down. Not get too close to the edges. No smushing of the glue. And then line that up. Line it up, get it where I need it so it's nice and even. Now, I really found that to be the easiest way to put this box together because now I can just work with the bottom. So these two flaps, I probably could have cut that one off, but I'm just gonna do this the way when I first did it. So I'm just gonna glue this down so it'll stay. But you guys can make it up and revamp it and make it your own style and share it with me. Because we all have ideas to share, right? Okay, now this is just gonna come through here and be glued. So be careful that you don't over glue because you obviously have a little hole here and we don't want to over glue. So I'm just kind of measuring it that way. Oops, guess I better get both sides. That would make the most sense. And now we have our little box. Okay, what do you think? You like it? Tell me where you're watching from. What city, what town, what state, what country? Where are you? Okay, I'm here in Powell, Ohio. All right, so here's my box. That's it, I'm done. No, just kidding. All right, I will show you next what we're gonna do. So for this piece here, let me move this. This is our piece where this rolls back and forth. And we have a die, which is this die. And when you put it down onto your cardstock and run it through your machine and then take it off, it will cut those two pieces for you. Not the railings, but the two little holes for it to slide on, okay? So that piece is going to get glued onto here, but I want it to be popped up because I need to have enough room for everything to move behind it. Now, there's a lot of different videos out there that'll teach you different ways to do the moving mechanism behind it. You can use washers, you can use cardstock, and I found I could just use the cardstock, so I'm going to make it easy for us. All right, I have this piece, and what I did was put some of our foam strips on here. Let me show you what I did. And I have it already done, so you don't have to watch me do that. So I went ahead and put all the foam stripping on here, and then this is going to get popped up right like that. All right, so give me a quick second to do that. Peel all these pieces off. I love the our foam strips, especially on a project like this, because the dimensionals might be a little bit too thick in too big in certain areas, and then I'd have to sit there and put all the little ones on. So the foam strips actually work really well. They're very sticky, which is what we want. We want to be able to put this all together. I should sing a song or something here, but I won't bore you. Okay, one more. Come on, piece of tape there. There you go, my little foam. Oops, I missed one. All right, now we're going to find whichever piece you want to be the front. And then we're just going to pop this on. And like I said, there's many different ways to put this together. This is Candy Michael's way. So if you find an easier way, you go for it. But I'm just going to give you the basics here. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to add my barn door and all the other elements to it. So let me show you what I came up with. On this piece, I'm going to use it because it's easier than me showing you on the actual box. But on here, you need to have 2 sliding little mechanisms. So like I said, some people, actually you need 4. You need 2 at the top of the door and 2 at the bottom of the door. And that's what will help it slide back and forth. So there's a lot of different ways that people will show you how to do that. And again, I'm going to show you the Candy Michael way. Because it was just something I was trying to play around with to give you a faster or a better idea. Hey, Sue. How you doing? Okay, so these were some scraps that were a 1/2 inch long. And all I really need is four pieces. They can be circles, they can be washers, they can be whatever it is you want. But I found that if I just took some 1/2 inch pieces, and I just crisscrossed them so that I could get them all to be about the same size. And I cut 8 of those because I need 2 in the front on each one and 2 in the back on each one. So I needed a total of 8. All right. So I cut all those little pieces. I made them square. The element isn't actually going to roll. It's going to just slide. So it doesn't have to be circular. And I thought, hey, why not try it? I could be square today. Why not? I can be square. All right. What I did next was I'm going to show you. I did this with all of them, but I'll just show you how I did it. That would be nice. I'll make you guess. Okay. So with these pieces, I need to have 8. I'm only going to show you with 2 of them. I'm using our small little dimensionals. And I did this on one of the pieces. Well, that one doesn't want to stick. All right, here we go. So I just need to put that in the middle, and then I'm going to put this on top. So I need to have 4 pieces like this, meaning I have 8 cutouts with 1 dimensional in each one. And I just so happen to have those done. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways. I'm trying to show you which way was the easiest for me, and that's what I want to show you. So with that, I'm going to take and just pop all of these into my piece here. Let me show you front and back. Just like that, slide it over. You can do it before you glue it down, but it's super easy to just pop them on there while it's already all together. So you want to make sure your dimensionals are pretty much in the middle. Let me fuss with this one. If you go to the center, you have a little more room. Come on. Come on, little doggy. All right, let me get this one. It does not want to cooperate. There we go. And then my last little piece. So I'm just going to pop that on there without mutilating my entire box. Down, down boy. Okay. See how nice and easy that was? All right, here we go. We're gonna keep building. So next what I need to do is stamp my barn door. And I did that for you already. And I cut it out, I die cut it. So I'm going to stamp or put my handle on. Actually, I can put this on first. So the next step that you have to do is you want to put some, what are these called? Glue dots. Sorry, I lost my mind for a moment. You want to put glue dots on here. Ask my kids, they'll tell you that happens a lot. Ooh, they're very sticky too, which is a good thing. And they should be called a glue pop because they're kind of popping as you put them on there. All right, so I'm going to put these on. What I did, hoping you guys can see this okay. What I did was I pushed, I'm gonna take these out of the road, as my mother-in-law says, and I went ahead and pushed these all the way over because the first thing I wanna do is put on my door that is this side. Nice and straight. Now you could tuck that little piece under there, okay? Next, I can just simply take my door and slide this one and then slide this one. You guys, I love this stamp set and I'm so sad that it's leaving us because it's just super cute. Now look, my door moves, my door moves. Yay! Okay, here's the box. So let me continue building this because we're just moving right along here. With the piece in the middle, I went ahead and cut this. And again, I don't have the measurements in front of me, but I will have them. But I'm gonna stamp it and then I'm going to put it underneath. And some people go, oh, why didn't you just do that before? I like to be different. And it's really not that hard to do. So let me go ahead and stamp away my words. So I have, may your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. So let me go ahead and stamp that. Don't blink because look, it's done. You guys, I'm super fast stamper. I'm a professional. Okay, let me go ahead and just glue this on. And I can make sure this way that when I push the door back, that it's hidden under that door and right in the middle. Okay, watch this. I don't want to use a ton of glue either because we don't want it to be messy. So I shall slide it underneath right in the middle where it's going to be going. And I'm really not left-handed, so I'm hoping this works. There, find it right in the middle, and presto, presto. And then we have it where it's gonna cover both sides. Yay! Okay, it's working, it's going well. All right, let me show you how I'm gonna put the handle on and then all of the brackets. And this little card is just, like I said, or box is just adorable. The handle, I have pre-cut everything, and the handle is so tiny that I'm going to use a pair of tweezers. Now, one of the things that I did, I wanted the handle to actually have like a little curve, like this one. I don't know if you can really see that, but on the box, it has like a little bit of a curve here. So what I did was just kind of take my bone folder or my tweezers and just bend it a little bit, just a teeny bit. And then go ahead and bend your bracket back that you're going to glue it on with. Little dot of glue, Love this multi-purpose glue. Super strong. Not that I'm going to be yanking on the door handle, but it is a barn door, so it's going to be heavy. All right, let's see if I can, this might be easier to do this way. Ha. See, there's always a will and a way. And if I wasn't so shaky, darn caffeine. I have to remember that for next week. Note to self, don't drink so much coffee. There we go. See my little handle? And it's kind of sticking up there. I hope you can see that. Oh yeah, there you go. So it's just popped up a little bit. Slide this back over without ruining the handle. Okay, here's my other box that I'm decorating, or that I did decorate. So with our little tag that we have, it's a little die cut. I did do this right before I went live and realized it came out a little crooked, but that's all right. I did not want to take the time to die cut it. So let's pretend like it's super straight. So if I hold it this way, you're going to think, oh, look how straight that is. But I'm going to go ahead and pop this up with a dimensional. Well, I'll put 2 on here. I don't really need 2, but it's all right. And then I'm going to actually use a small dimensional on the very top because I want that to stay popped up also. So we'll put this right about there. Looks good. And I showed you how to tie the bow earlier, so I'm just going to take my bow that I pre-tied, so you don't have to watch that again, and use my glue dot. Love these glue dots. Did I say that already? Oh, maybe I did. It's okay. My kids tell me I repeat myself. So there we go. There's my door. There's this piece. I forgot to glue those on, so I'm going to glue the railings on and put the little rollers on there. And then I'm going to add the flowers. So we'll do that now. The railing I did cut and use at the full length. I will put those on as soon as I put the little rollers. Does anybody know what these are called? I really don't know what they're called, but I'm just going to call them the roller because just roll with it, or roll with me on that one. Ha ha ha. So a little dot of my glue. And then I'll pop this one up here, right about there. Sure, that looks perfect. And then, well, not perfect, but looks good. How's that? And then I will take my tweezers again, because I really find with these being so small, it's easier for me to handle it with the tweezers. Hey, looks pretty even. Now, I've never been one to measure. I know that one's off a little bit. There. Little better. It's over to the side a little bit more. And we'll get that straight. Okay. Lastly, I want to add on my railing. Let me do this over here closer to me. Just some dots of glue. I'm going to leave the center not glued so that I have something to hold on to. And again, I could use my tweezers. Why not? I can because I have them right here. And then I can slide this under. Should we all hold our breath and see if I can do it? Heck, we'll just bend them up a little bit. It's paper, it'll go back down. Gasp. I have a glue eraser. I can go back if I get too much glue on here. But that looks okay. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? I am. Okay. Next, I'll do the bottom railing. Oh, no, there's no bottom railing on this one. I just happened to cut 2 of these. Just checking to see if you guys are still watching. All right. Lastly, I just want to pop on my little flowers here. And I have pre-cut them. stamped them and die cut them for you already. Let me move this out of my way. They're right here. I went ahead and already die cut them, like I said, and I popped them on my glue dot. So all I have to do is lay them on there. So we'll slide the barn door, shut the barn door. Do you like my title? And I'm going to just put the little guy up here, little flower, and then my medium flower. So Stampin' Up has on this stamp set, I should mention, and look, there's my little barn door. Oops, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. How sweet is that? And then it goes whoosh, whoosh, back and forth. So on this stamp set, let me just explain this really quickly. We have this Wreath stamp set, and you can stamp on a piece of scrap paper. You can just stamp those little flowers, and then you can die cut them out. They have, in this die set, which is really cool, you can do all 3 flowers together if you wanted, and then they would just come out all together. Or you can do all 3 of them separately with the 3 different sizes. So I thought that was a very cool idea. Or you can cut the whole wreath out with the flowers on it. So like I said, I thought that was a very, very cool idea that they did with this stamp set. I love it. Okay, I hope you love it too, and you'll share it with your friends. Again, candystampers.com, and there's my host code, but I have more to show you, so don't go anywhere. Hang on, because I have a couple of cards that I made. I actually made these last year, and when the stamp set first came out, and I wanted to share those cards with you because I just thought they were kind of fun. Oh, to end this part, I then had my popcorn, put it inside, have my little tag hanging, and you can give that to somebody who's buying a new house or a new neighbor or just a friend, and you can enjoy the popcorn. So hopefully you can see that. But again, I'll have some great pictures on my website. Okay, let me show you the last couple of cards that I made in a class that I did last year. So this one is just a stationary card, and I'll bring the one back that I did earlier. It's a stationary card, also the element, it doesn't move at all, and it has a top fold. So somewhat like this one, I did again the little pieces at the bottom. I added the flowers down here. This might be a retired die, but I know we have a brick wall one. And then there is a tip I'm not going to show you today because I didn't cut it, but there is a way that you can make that tag that I used on the box with that die. There's a way you can use that die, and you cut this part a little smaller and slide it in the die and make it as long as you want. So you can make this one whole piece as long as you want. It's a really cool little technique. But again, I'm not showing you that on this one today. But I just wanted to shout that out because it was a really cool thing. I remember when we made that card. So that's one. This one, I wanted the barn doors to open from the middle. I saw something on Pinterest that had a shelf behind it and the doors open this way. So I just thought that was super cool. I couldn't get it to open like just doing this, and I thought, oh, I'll just put some little the baker's twine on there and just pull on it. So I thought that was cute. I'm so happy to know you. So again, just making the elements and pulling it, cutting your door and pulling that. Cute idea. And then my last share for you today is this card that is just, I thought was a really sweet card, and it opens this way. And this card I'm going to give to Sarah, who just is buying her house, and she's dating my son Jonathan, and I'm going to give her this card because I thought it was super cute, but I thought it'd be a fun idea for anybody. So it says, this card is filled with love, and when you open it, it has their picture in it. Isn't that fun? I love doing stuff with photographs, and I love taking pictures, and so anytime I can add a photograph to my cards, I like doing that. But I wanted to share that idea with you as well. It would make a really cute graduation card. You can put the graduate there, or just something very, very special for somebody. So thank you for watching. I have a little tip with my candy stampers. I always like to give a shout out for the candy of the week. So these are Skittles. And I'm sure many of you love Skittles as much as I do. And so I want to share my Skittle facts. But I forgot to write that, or I have it written down. I just forgot to pull it out. So in closing, I wanted to show you share with you Skittles. That's my candy of the week. They were actually originally made in Britain in 1974, so they're really not that, they haven't been around that long. And in 79, they came to North America, and the North Americans got to taste the rainbow, as in their slogan. Nobody really knows who exactly made them first, but stories suggest that a British man his name was Mr. Skittles. I think this is just the funniest fact, and actually kind of cool. But the man who they believe his name is Mr. Skittles, and he looked at a rainbow one day and wondered how would that taste. So he thought of all the different colors like grape, orange, strawberry, lemon, and lime to create the rainbow in Skittles. So I thought that was pretty awesome. It's the second most popular candy in the U.S. I don't know what the first one is, but do you? If you know, you have to tell me. You must share. And it is actually the most popular candy in North America. So with that, that's my candy fact for the week. Thanks for joining me, candystampers.com. I will have the measurements for the box and this card that I showed you today. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.